Alright, morning everybody. Just follow up what I've been doing this morning. I took the tanks are done. I just took them downstairs, filled them up with water, let them sit, see if they leak. It's always good idea, and then maybe put them under some pressure, positive and negative, to see if they leak. And I went ahead and took the turbines back out, so that way I could clean up the turbine rails and make a support, because of the way you have to mount, especially the King Techs. I mean, if you have something like a Jet Central that has a different type of mount, it would be easier, but since these have these big mounts, you actually have to trim a little bit off, and then the way these turbine rails sit inside, you have kind of like a weird angle to one of them, and they don't exactly line up, so it's kind of like that. So what happens is, if you have to put one on top, kind of like setting the turbine like this one. Hold on, there we go. Maybe that'll do it. So like, say this one would be on top, this one would be on bottom, and it makes them line up. But when you do that, and just due to the size of these mounts, when you cut, it gets real thin on that side, because you have to cut clearance for these clamp bolts. It gets real thin, and like I said, these are pretty stiff 1/4" ply, and it'd probably be no issue. But what I went ahead and did is made some supports. So essentially, when you put the turbine on the bottom, it'll be on this side, and then I just put these guys like right here. So the turbine will be mounted under the bottom. This is just to help stiffen that up, to give it some more bite. And I may go ahead and glue those on, but you do have to do like a little half-shaped moon in there to make room for these inner bolts, because this does sit on top of that one side. So that's just something to remember when you do that. But nothing major. And then I went ahead and put these guys in. Shoot, I don't know. Anyways, I was supposed to keep track of which one was which. I need to mark them. But these are the ducts that lead up to the engine. And what I did is I trimmed them flush with the bulkhead here. I just installed them. It's kind of hard to see, but they push up to this. They're a little bit larger, so they do slide up on that. And then they extended past this back bulkhead to about right here. So I just marked them on the inside here, and then taped them, and then just cut them with a Dremel to be flush with this here, because the turbine sits back here, about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. So I wanted to do that because I was going to put like a little wood block here, or some type of Velcro in here to just kind of support that, because it'd be a good idea to make them removable, just in case you need to. But then again, I can actually get the turbines in and out, so I may go ahead and hard mount them. We'll see. But that's essentially all I've done this morning. Not much I can do with all the pieces that I'm still missing and trying to get together. But that being said, I'm going and doing as much as I can. So I'm about to go grab the tanks, go ahead and put the clunks back in. I used wasn't able to use as large of a diameter tube as I would like, because the high flow is only as good as the smallest diameter that you use anywhere in the system. So still larger than the ones that come with it, but because of the clunk size, I wasn't able to use my larger brass tubing. But if anybody's used this BVM clunk line, this is the high flow stuff. I'm curious if this stuff straightens out when you put it into some fuel. because if not, yeah, this stuff's gonna get turned around on the floor of the tank. I'm guessing that you get it in fuel, it softens up a little bit, and I mean, this stuff, you can't even bend it back this way without it crinking up. So, you know, and you set it up like this, yeah. So I'm hoping it softens out. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to cut it and put a piece of brass tubing, you know, in between, which kind of defeats the purpose. So, pretty sure it does. But if anybody's got any experience with that, let me know. I think it'll be okay. It's clunk line. That's what it's designed to do, right? And then after I put the tanks in, I'm going to go ahead and put the turbines back in and the pipes. I'm going to go ahead and get the wires running the tail, and then I'll get these guys pressure tested and put back in. These are the gear doors for the or the air cylinders for the gear doors. And that is about it. Like I said, not going to do much right now, but I'll get as much done as I can. But you guys take it easy, and I'm going to get back to work.